Bishop, your magistrate, pilot, of prophet, the professor, Nonso Arinzechi. You know what we do here on Sport Beats? It doesn't change, man. It's the best of all the sports in juicy details, sports news, whether it's basketball, table tennis, Formula One, golf. Like I always tell you, even if it is Ludo, as low as Ludo, we bring it to you just like you like it, okay? A lot happened the last 24 hours. The Champions League is upon us, I can tell you. We now know the first finalist, the second to be decided tonight. And we're looking at as well the Federation's Cup. The fixtures is out for both the men and the female. A female own goes on today. We'll talk about those games as well. And of course, if time permits, we'll look at what's happening in CAF in Cameroon. And the problem is going on and going on. And of course, the NBA, cycling, FIFA, we hear the 2027 World Cup bid is upon us. All these guys and more on the show. So sit back, relax. I promise to you, it's going to be a jolly ride. I'm not alone in the studio, guys. I've got my partner, and he's the one again with me today.
A fantastic Monday. Wednesday morning to you, and yes, a very good morning to you, Sport Vision. Of course, it's good to be back to do what I love to do best. And that's talking sports on our radio. And just so you know, we are currently streaming live on our YouTube page, Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja. Quickly rush to our YouTube page and do well to like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so you will be notified anytime we are live on air for you to enjoy sport and other programming. And of course, we are also streaming live on
Radio Garden. Yeah.
Do well to download the app. If you haven't, go to your Google Play Store or your iOS app, and of course, download the app, and that is Radio Garden, and search for VOP 96.1 Abuja, and voila, you will be connected to the show. My name is Franklin Imonad, the one and only fine boy, the sports chef who loves to dish sports stories hot and spicy, straight from the nation's capital and beyond.
Guys, we go straight to the newspaper headline, and that's what we're going to be doing at the moment. Don't go anywhere. And of course, today I'll be starting from, of course, no other than the Sporting Sun. And I know why, because it's a sunny day, I tell you, here in Abuja. I will let you know that Chelsea to offer Oseni 17 billion naira record salary to counter Paris Saint-Germain. Oseni seems to be the man of the headline in recent times. And we hear Finidi George got the Super Eagles job because of his track record. This is coming from the Nigerian Football Federation. He's someone I look up to. I can go and find out what he's talking about. And of course, Bielsa to host the 2024 NWFL Premier Super 6 tournament. Nigerian MMA National Amateur Championship ignites Abuja. And Arm Wrestling Federation President narrowly escaped death. Isaac's success react after breaking 1 year scoring jinx. Wow. And Atata faces Premier League ban. We'll wait to see how that pans out. Adona defeats Korean Sansu as Saudi smash. And of course, Leon Balogu latest injury blow may cost him a new deal. 145 golfers to participate in the Lorry Amateur Open Championship, and the Bet King Wheelchair Basketball League, 3 teams progressed to finals in Abuja. That's what we hear. Oseni rejects Chelsea, picks Paris Saint-Germain. Find out more about that as well. And come on, we hear Iheanacho hints as Leicester City exit. That's the latest from the Sporting Sun.
And from the Sporting Sun, we touch down a Punch Sports Extra as we look at some of the biggest stories making round from this daily. With the biggest one reading, Smooth Operator. Olawai, Nigerian's highest scoring midfielder in Europe's Major League. And we hear that Chelsea's eyeing Jan Oblak of Atletico Madrid. Give me a second chance. Jose Mourinho begs Man United, and Ipswich prepares £30 million for Arsenal's player in Ketia. And here in the race for the NPFL title, Ogumodede turns Ilechuku. Ooh, and the mind games begins. And Trust Ekong, he says, I look up to Finidi George. Success eyes more goals after Napoli's heroics, and Chelsea makes Osemi U-turn. In the world of the Champions League, Germans Kai Mbappe's dream reach UEFA Champions League final. And there's a big Question: who joins Dortmund in Wembley as Real Madrid welcomes Bayern Munich? And more from the Punch Sports Extra. This one says a future star cookie from Messi's admirer to rising star. And sprinters Okezie wants a Nigerian's Olympic opponent. And in the world of chess, NCF, that is the Nigerian Chess Federation squad, eyes a chess glory in Liberia.
Okay, guys, that's how much we can take from the Punch newspaper. Let's move on to other newspapers, and then let's go to Sporting Life. What's Sporting Life saying this morning? It says, Awoniyi Aina unsuccessful in appeal. I thought about the point deduction for Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Chelsea planning swap for Osimhen. Obi Martins to be outstanding at England. That's when we hear England at European Championship. Haruna advances at WTT Saudi Smash. Why we failed against Napoli, Udinese's boss, the one speaking. More coming in. We hear notes from the Olympic Flames' occasionally chaotic journey. Paris 2024 mixed double table tennis lineup complete. We hear Rivers Super stay unbeaten. Blowout US Monarchs stay in third set. And of course, Dortmund reached Champions League final since 2013. We hear Bayern Munich took one swing at Julian Lopetegui. We hear he has agreed to deal with West Ham. And Man United in talks with agents of Real Madrid striker Husulu. Chelsea in talks with Shakhtar Donetsk attacker Sudakov. And Paris Olympic Village receive anti-sex bed. Good one from the Paris as they prepare for that one. I think that's how much we can take from the Sporting Life.
And from the Sporting Life, it touched down a Daily Post with a news emanating from the NPFL. And this one reads, Remo Stars can win NPFL title. Ogumodede speaks. And still with local football, NFF summons Castina United over Bolus Sark. And Ekiti United players cry out over non-payment of salary. And in the EPL, this one reads that they will win all their games. That Michael Richards picks team to win title. And from the MLS, defenders are afraid of him. Pundit reveals why Messi is succeeding at the MLS. Ademola Lookman shuns Ivory Coast, South Africa, as he names the most difficult games at AFCON 2023. And let's touch down at the UEFA Champions League. This one says that they have dangerous players. Rio Ferdinand predicts a winner over Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Didn't do enough. Mbappe takes blame for PSG defeat to Dortmund. And let's come back to the EPL. The demise of Manchester City. Arsenal, Messina tells Chelsea to make more signings. And Rio Ferdinand reveals only way Sancho can return to Manchester United from Dortmund. And finally, from the EPL, that didn't follow instruction. Ten Hag slams 5 Man United players.
Okay, we leave Tim Hag and his sorrows and move on to, let's go straight to the local scene. And of course, let's start off with the cheering news where we hear that Rivers Hoopers have made it 3 wins in 3 at the ongoing Sahara Conference Basketball African League, the BAL, with a commanding 21-point blowout of former BAL champions US Monarchs Day, and the Kingsmen ran out 84-63 winners. This was just 2 days after they beat AS Douane's the first game of the season by 77-68. These guys are really cracking. Rivers Hoopers on the rampage.
Talking about the only Nigerian side representing the nations in the BAL tournament, Rivers Hoopers, they had a good signings and of course a good preparation and route to this tournament. They have been quiet in terms of what they intend to achieve. Looking at their opponents from Tunisia, from Rwanda, from Angola, they were amazing in that group. Not dropping a single set,
absolutely,
not losing a single game.
Yeah,
it's been flawless for Rivers United. No one expected it.
Rivers Hoopers,
not even me. As long as there's Rivers there, they tend to be doing very well. But of course, the Rivers Hoopers have been quite amazing. Against the Monarchs yesterday, it was a scintillating win. 21
Nobody gave them a chance.
Absolutely.
You former champions.
It was
an outstanding performance.
A good win. And moving forward, any of their opponents would definitely be afraid of Rivers Hoopers.
Absolutely, the reward means the Kingsmen remain top of the Sahara Conference standing as they head into Game 4 against AS Douane on Thursday, the 9th of May. That game will be by 8 p.m. And now let's go to other things, this time to weightlifting, where we hear that a certain Messi Genesis is on the way to Turkey to the final qualifying round to ensure that she gets a Paris Olympic ticket. She missed out the last time out. Now she's heading to Turkey to face others who missed out as well from that competition. We hear she's gone with her coach, talking about no other than Mr. Purity. Yes, that's the man, Akko Purity. He's gone with her, hoping that she gets a Olympic ticket. We hear that Daniel Guy, the president of the Wrestling Federation, is very confident. He believes that she would make it 7 Olympic tickets from wrestling for Nigeria.
When you talk about badminton, Nigeria is there. You talk about the mixed relay team, and Nigeria is there. You talk about the Tigers, of course, they are there. And for the Super Falcons, they are almost there.
Yeah.
They are there, actually. They defeated the Bayana to pick that qualification ticket to the Olympics. And here is another Nigerian in the quest to qualify in the wrestling game for the Olympics games. Trust me, my heart and my hope is sincerely with Messi Genesis. Going with a coach, and of course, they are running with confidence. Daniel Gali has come and said that he's confident that it will be a
7th ticket. Yeah.
I'm telling you, but it's going to be a little bit dicey. Istanbul has not really been a good hunting ground for Nigerians in the last couple of years, not only in wrestling but also in judo and taekwondo. Each time we go there, there's always this hanky-panky. But I'm seeing that this year, and of course, this wrestling qualification as a jinx breaker.
Okay, guys, we hope and pray it works that way. We head to CAF, where we hear that CAF has announced the date for the resumption of continental football. I thought about for 2024-2025 season. We hear that the tournament preliminary round will begin from the 16th of August. But for Nigeria, we still don't know the guys who will participate because the league is still 6 games to go. And of course, the Federations Cup is still in the round of 32. But guys, at least we now know teams can begin to prepare, hoping that if they get the ticket, 16th of August, continental football begins.
For the likes of Enugu Rangers, they can start preparing. I'm telling you, because there's no way they will miss out in a continental football.
Okay.
That I'm very, very confident of. But for others, they still have to see how they can muscle their way to the finish line. And of course, in the Federation Cup, let's see who makes it. Just like Bendel Insurance was able to sneak that ticket last season and played the Confederation Cup to which they didn't go far in that competition. But all in all, it is good that we know that come August, we should know that the draw will be made, and Nigeria, the team representing our league, the league should have concluded by then, and we will know definitely who will be representing us in the continent.
Anyway, some good news. We hear WAFU have released the officials that will take part at the WAFU B under 17 nations under 17 Cup. We hear that 7 central referees and 7 assistants, but the good one is that Nigeria has got 2 representatives. Salihu Bashir, who was listed as a referee, and Muhammad Yakubu as the assistant referee. The competition will be from the 16th to the 30th of May. Still talking Africa, we jump down to Fecafoot. A lot of issues happening around there, guys. We hear that the crisis continues. Samuel Eto'o is refusing to sign the contract for the government-approved coach. Paul Biya, the president, has appointed a coach, but Biya don't want to sign the contract and send his name to FIFA. So there's a big of a fisticuff between the president of the country and the president of Fecafoot. How can they find a soft land? Because it's going right now. We may not see Cameroon playing in the World Cup and Nations Cup qualifier.
FIFA have told Cameroon if they do not put their house in order, they will be booted out of the qualification round for
Is McBree bad? Is he that bad of a coach that Eto'o cannot just bow to the pressure?
It's not really the case of McBree, if he is a bad coach or not. It is just a case of ego. A case of pride, a case of you undermining the position of the Fecafoot president and go ahead to appoint a coach behind my back, and you want me to endorse him. I will not. That is the stand of Samuel Eto'o. And for me, he has a point. I am the Fecafoot president. I should be the one at least
in charge of appointing a coach for the country.
That is how it should be. If the president wants to suggest a coach, is a different
and not impose.
I'm telling you, it's a different discussion entirely. And not impose a coach. force the president to accept
Endorse.
him. Not only endorse, to accept him and say whether you like it or not to become the president. But I love the stance of FIFA. I love the stance of Samuel Eto'o, and I also love the stance of Cameroon presidency.
Let's run, but opposite in Nigeria, NFF has appointed Finidi George, and yesterday they released the reason why they appointed him. They said track record winning the league with Aimba in his first season, also on the verge of retaining the title. He's got a good relationship with the player. It was a long read, but they finally gave the reason why Finidi George got the horn ahead of other coaches that applied for the job.
When the announcement was made, why didn't they tell us all of these things? They had to go back and start looking for 5 and 6, 2 and 3 to put together to make to pacify Nigeria to accept Coach Finidi George, to which we have actually accepted.
Absolutely.
It. Our prayers, our support is with him. But come on, NFF next time, let's do the right thing at the right time.
Okay, we wait and see how things pan out. We move to the Federations Cup automatically. We hear the Federations Cup fixtures are out already. We know that, of course, some Shooting Stars will face MPFL side, Lubi Stars at Aqua in Township Stadium. Okay, in Anambra State, I beg your pardon. Defending champion Bendel Insurance will take on Wicked Tourists at Bauchi at the Area 3 pitch in Abuja as well. And of course, the winner will represent Nigeria. We already know at the CAF Competitions Cup. So this is what the fixture looks like. Bendel Insurance vs Wicked Tourists Area 3, 4 p.m. on the 22nd. EFCC Edel in Ilorin, 4 p.m. on the 22nd. ABS vs Kebi, Abuja Go Project on the 23rd, 4 p.m. Aqua United, Zamfara United Feeders, Abuja in Abuja, Buhari, 4 p.m. 23rd. Gombe United vs Elkan Emery and Kaduna on the 22nd, 4 p.m. Lobby Stars will take on Shooting Stars in Oka, 4 p.m. on the 22nd. Ikorodu will take on Coal City in Benin City on the 23rd, 4 p.m. Hamola will take on Inter Lagos in Ibadan on the 22nd, 4 p.m. Warri Wolves vs Kwara United will play Nugu on the 22nd of this month, 4 p.m. Abia Warriors vs Sporting Supreme in Benin City. That game will be played 4 p.m. on the 22nd. Nasarawa United, I beg your pardon, vs Sokoto United, that will be played in Kano on the 22nd, 4 p.m. FC1 Rocket vs Eyimba in Yanagua, 4 p.m. on the 22nd. Plateau United, Sunshine Stars at the Abuja Go Project on the 22nd, 4 p.m. And of course, Rivers United vs Niger Tornadoes will be played in Awuchi in Edo State, 4 p.m. on the 22nd.
Fantastic fixtures that we definitely look at for. The NPFL might be on break, but the Federation Cup is not.
My mind is with Katsina United, Bayelsa United at the Abuja Buhari Stadium, 22nd, 4 p.m. So we should be there in Abuja to cover that one. And of course, the other games, Doma United vs Kano Pillars in Bauchi, also on the 22nd, 4 p.m.
I wish I could cover the game between Abia Warriors and Sporting Supreme.
Absolutely.
In Benin City and those states. I wish I can be there, but of course I can't. Great games will be going down not only at the Buhari Township Stadium, as well as the Abuja Go Project. We will be seeing ABS FC take on Kebbi United. And of course, Bendel Insurance will take on Wicked Tourists at the Area 3 Sporting Complex. Games. These are games all true and games galore in the Federation Cup.
Anyway, the NWFL Super 6 venue is now known. Samson Siasia Stadium in Bayelsa Yenagua, where the tournament will hold from the 16th to the 26th of May 2023. We hear that the teams that would have made it already, we know Nasarawa Amazons, Confluence Queens, Heartland Queens, Rivers Angels, Bayelsa Queens, and Edo Queens will all battle it out for the title in Bayelsa, and the winner will get a ticket to the WAFB qualifiers that would produce the team that would represent the West African team in the CAF Champions League. Still talking NPFL, so that because of time, we hear Abdul Mekaiba has been suspended. This was announced by the chairman of the Kano Pillars, Bangida Umar Litu. He said this was because of this. The reason was not revealed, but we hear it may be due to the statement he made, where he said that he has not been given the right conducive environment since he became the coach of Kano Pillars at the start of the season. Ekiti are crying blue blood. United, they say, pay us our salary. We've been owed from March and April, and some cases February. They said, come on, this team in the NLL are crying blue blood, pay us our money. And one man is injured. Don't forgetting about that man, Bright Osei. We picked up an injury yesterday in the game against Koyas, but that game ended goalless for his team.
Permit me to still touch down at Castilla United, Sport Bishop, as we hear that the Nigerian Football Federation have summoned Castilla United over the alleged wrongful dismissal of their former head coach, Tony Bolus.
Their firing manager, Sopra Center. From Bulus to now, from to Abdul Mekaiba.
Has come out to accuse the Castilla United of indebtedness to the tune over 38 million.
Abdul Mekaiba has accused Kano Pillars for not giving the right conducive environment to run the club. Don't forget, he said he arrived in by that time. They arrived, what time did they arrive? 2 a.m. for a game that will be played by 4 p.m. So, anyway, a lot of these, but quickly on the Women's League, because that's one is very important to me. Super 6, Bayelsa, Samson Stadium, beautiful stadium, will host beautiful football, and we'll find who become the champion of the NWFL.
It was a beautiful last competition at the Super Six at the last time it was held, where the likes of Rivers Angels and of course Edo Queens showed why there are some of the biggest heavyweights in women football, as well as Nasarawa Amazon. This year I intend to see another winners. Trust me, I do not like defending the champion again.
Absolutely.
If you're not Real Madrid, any other team are not expected to do that. But come on, I expect to see great games at the CSC Stadium.
Okay, guys, we move straight to the foreign scene. I know where we start off from. It has to be the Champions League. Guys, it's no news. Come on, guys, no news that our boys are firing, our boys are soaring. Which boys am I talking about? Felix Mecha, who has Nigerian heritage. He's through to the finals of the Champions League for the first time for Dortmund since 2013. One man, Matt Hummels, who was with that team when they got to the final and lost to Bayern Munich. Before he went to Bayern Munich and won the Champions League, and returned, got the beautiful header for Dortmund to nail the final coffin. Or the final nail in the coffin of Paris Saint-Germain, who I think had a great game, but were super unlucky.
Super unlucky, I must tell you, Spot Bishop. But yesterday, for the first time in the history of the Champions League, PSG hit the bar 5 times.
Absolutely.
In a single game, and they didn't score a goal. Matumel was the man of the match.
Man of the moment, yeah.
Both legs, first
absolute
leg, second
outstanding
leg,
player.
He was the rightful man of the match. And the game yesterday saw Paris Saint-Germain conceding the Parc des Princes against Borussia Dortmund for the first time in their history in 3 meetings. The first meeting, it was a goalless draw. Second meeting, it was a 2-0 win for Paris Saint-Germain. And their third meeting was a 2-0 win for Paris Saint-Germain, meaning they haven't conceded a goal against Borussia Dortmund.
Absolutely.
Look at Borussia Dortmund. Who would have thought that they will make it to Wembley? Jadon Sancho will be back to England, and he will say, Eric Ten Hag,
the Man fans will watch him at Wembley. Wow. So sad.
He left Man United when Man United were bottom in their league.
Yeah.
He moved to Borussia Dortmund. What a super upgrade. And now he will be playing in the final.
For the first time in his career.
Borussia Dortmund, absolutely incredible. But Sport Bishop, I must give it to one man, Rierson. Rierson was outstanding, stopping Kylian Mbappe in
time after time after time.
He was able to shut the attack of Paris Saint-Germain. And Paris Saint-Germain, we are reduced to shooting outside the box.
But that man, that Vitinho has got it on his boots, I tell you.
I said he's my best player in this season Champions League. Much eyes we are not placed on him, but this guy is an incredible talent. Not forgetting Nuno Mendes, a left back that
upped his game, yeah.
Exactly. The first leg, it was Jadon Sancho who had a field day taking on this guy. Yeah. But Jadon Sancho was a little bit quiet, but
he had his own time as well.
They did it in the first leg.
Talk to me. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Are we seeing an all-German final, or will Madrid again, in their glory, in their magnificent ability, get again to yet another Champions League final?
Madrid looks set to qualify for the final. We have the return of Thibaut Courtois, who was impeccable.
The coach has told us that Adel Lunin will be the one in goal already. That's according to Ancelotti.
According to him, but let's see what happens, because to me, Thibaut Courtois was impeccable against their game against Cardiff. He made some nail-biting saves. He was that same man I will miss all through the championship. But come on,
how do you miss a player when you're in the Champions League semi-final? That's quality, absolutely.
Lunin has been quite incredible for Real Madrid on road to the semi-finals. But then Bayern Munich still has a point to prove. This is the only competition to which they have lost at the German league. They have lost the DFB Poker Cup. They are not in the final. And this is the only way they can actually progress to the final. But then they still have to win at the Santiago Bernabeu, which will look like a daunting task.
Okay, guys, we move to other sport quickly. We hear quickly the Northern Forest deduction appeal has been rejected. They will sit 17, just 3 points above the relegation zone. Also, we hear that Thiago Silva has signed for Fluminense. He will join them in May. He has signed a 2-year contract. And of course, talking about Maradona's golden ball that was missing, we hear it has been found and it will be auctioned in France on the 6th of June. For the Women's World Cup, the vote will be made on the 17th of May. Will it be Belgium, Netherlands, and Germany, or Brazil? We hear Brazil has got a better chance, but we'll wait and see what the FIFA Congress will decide. In the NBA, we hear that Jalen Brown, Eastern Conference top seed, the Boston Celtics, is to an emphatic win over the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 1 of the NBA playoffs. Brown scored 32 points alongside Derek White with 25 to record a 120-97 win in Boston. Elsewhere, we hear that Gil's Alexander Shai has scored 29 points for the Oklahoma City Thunder to end them a 117-97 win over the visiting Dallas Mavericks in also their opening game of the Western Conference semi-final. We hear that the second game of the series will take place in Oklahoma City on Thursday, but good start for the likes of the Boston Celtics and, of course, for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
All right, and as more so we can go on the show, we wish that we can speak more on some of those stories.
But don't worry, we've got 4 p.m. to come back and do that in Sport Lounge and then talk about all the latest happenings, especially in the NBA, where Game 1 in those 2 games has gone ahead. I will let you know what to look out for as the series continues in the NBA. And of course, don't forget it, more on the Champions League, more details, more stats. Absolutely.
But then Brazil, Belgium, Netherlands, and Germany are vying to host the 2027 Women's World Cup.
Absolutely.
Who will win? We will let you know come later this evening. But on behalf of the Sport Bishop and I, we want to say
we're done.
And we're gone.
God bless.
No stress.
Up next is news around Abuja. Stay tuned because more will come on the channel. Don't go nowhere.